Now tune into the biggest ever. YMCMB, Tunchi Lee, Young Angel, Young Lion, man. Y'all boys get on the track with Onika Mirage and y'all still dying, man. What's up? We in this bitch. This ain't gonna be the first time that I do numbers on 2 crutches. See more plaques than 2 brushes. Until I'm at the pearly white gates, I gotta move something, do something. All meetings happen in person, so they can't prove nothing. No,
let's get ready to rumble!
What's going on, my peeps? It's your boy Ryan Fraser, and I'm back with another one. We talking about Shakur Foster getting his title back, and Floyd Kid Schofield Austin getting dropped. Yo, man, it was an interesting weekend. Definitely not any super profile fights, but I mean it was a lot of fights that basically showed us the landscape of boxing, of where a couple of these guys and these gals can keep going, man, keep grinding. So shout out to everybody who's fighting this weekend. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in right now. Smash the like button, share, subscribe. Put the notification bell on so anytime that I go live, you know I'm going live, man. Shout out to everybody, man, in the boxing community. Boxing's really growing. You know, it's the end of the year. It's the last quarter. We still have a lot of fights that are going to come on. We still have a lot of good fights that are being made. And, even next weekend's really, really hot, man. But the weekend after, we all know what's going on, too. Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. But, yeah, man, it's just been a great time for boxing. I mean, if you got any kids and you want to try boxing, bring them to the gym, man. It's a great discipline. Any combat sport, pretty much. Like, my son, he does karate. He loves it, man. It's a good discipline. They teach them different things, life lessons, really, through activity. So, it's great, man. Let's get started, though. Let's get it started with Shakur Foster, man. Shock, man. He got his title back. I'm gonna be 1,000 with y'all, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I ain't gonna lie, man. Hold on 1 second, cause I got this new stand, but I'm not very, like, that's what took me a while to get on. It's not very good, but anyways, well, I gotta play with it a bit to get it, but yeah, pretty much, I wasn't impressed by Shakur Foster's performance. I thought this was the better fight for Conceição, if anything, for Robson, than it was for Shakur Foster. You know, the thing about Shakur Foster, he said he was going to be more active. He said he was going to destroy this guy. He was going to punch more. And I thought that wasn't true, bro. He didn't punch more. And, he just didn't do more, in my opinion, than the first fight. I thought the first fight, Conceição had a worse fight than this fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I was like, man, if we really like saying that the first fight Conceição won, then he definitely won this one. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I got from it. But at the same time, I'm not a judge, man. I don't judge boxing. I'm of the whole thing. We need a live scoreboard between these rounds, man. They should be taking those cards, which they do, tallying them up and just putting them up on a jumbotron so we can see where everybody's at the end of round 1, the end of round 2. But they don't do that in boxing. We get to these fights like Shakur Foster and Conceição, and we waiting for the verdict or the decision because we don't know the score. And when it's a tight fight, we really even like, man, what is the score? Because nobody knows, because boxing is changed, man. The defensive fighters, they not getting points for being defensive. They're not getting points for making guys miss anymore. You're not getting points for being on the back foot anymore. They want to see aggressive fighters now. They want to see punches thrown, and I don't even know if they care about landed, because Conceição did not land as many punches, man, as he did with Shakur Foster. And I just didn't think that this was the fight that said O'Shaquie Foster won. Like, it wasn't just clear to me. So, like, I was kind of mad. Yeah, shout out to Uncle Ruckus, man. Yeah, he said, I think it was just payback, but I had it like you. Yeah, yeah, man. That's what it looks like, at least now from the outside. But I think, to be honest, Shock's corner, and like, man, I hate taking shots at corner because it's easy to do, but I hated how they were telling him he was winning and to have fun in there. No, they should have told him to work more, to do more work. Go in there and work this round, work that round. We almost got robbed last fight. There was no urgency, is what I'm getting at. I thought they were too relaxed, being in a situation that was just like what they got out of, and got robbed. So you think you walking down this road again? Okay, let's change some things, man. We got to change the way this fight looks because it looks just like the first fight, and we didn't win the first fight. And the fans, the fans demanded the fight because everybody came to save them. Everybody, Conceição could have went on and fought somebody else. He could have had a unification bout with Oscar Valdez. Like, he didn't need to get in that Foster fight, but it was a rematch. WBC stepped in and said they wanted it back. The fans were pretty much, calling for that fight. So, yeah, Uncle Ruckus, yeah. Robson Conceição is like a 3-time Olympian, and I think he won the gold on his last attempt at the Olympics. So, he's a guy who just keeps going, man. Shout out to him, because I think this was like his 4th attempt at a world title. No, 3rd with O'Shaquie. This was his 4th world title fight, and it took him 3 times to win a title, just like it took him 3 Olympic Games to win a gold. So shout out to him, man. But yeah, I just thought O'Shaquie Foster's corner was just way too relaxed for being in the situation they were already in, and they felt like they got robbed before. Like, it was like the fight was pretty much identical as the first, except for I thought, because Conceição was landing more in this fight. He tried to do the drunken master, which it fared well in the beginning, but obviously as the fight went on, he got sloppier. But O'Shaquie Foster won this fight, just like he should have won the first. But I just don't understand as a corner how you're in the same shoes, the same situation, and you're giving your fighter essentially the same instruction. Like you gotta just, this is why I praise Mark Ramsey at the end of that Better Biev and Bivol fight, because if you go look at that 12th round, he tells Better Biev, I think you're down. I think you need a knockout, because he needs Better Biev to go out and win that round. Like, he knows he's got to instill some urgency in him. And, they didn't know where they were on the cards, so they're not going to say you won the fight. There's no point in doing that. So when you don't know where you are on the cards, because I don't think Foster's corner knew where they were on the cards either. Like, the fight was tight. So I think they should have just told him to step on the gas, and I think he probably could have hurt Conceição way worse than he did. But, it is what it is, man. Shockey got the belt. 130. Still got Lamont Peterson. Not Lamont Peterson. Lamont, fuck, man. Not Lamont Davis. Shoot, he's fighting Lamont Roach, sorry. Just had a brain for it, man. He's fighting Tank, but who knows what's going to happen, man. Who knows what's going to happen with that? Because you still got Lamont, and then the guy who I think at 130 is going to be the guy is Raymond Savage Ford, who's fighting next weekend. That's the guy I think is going to be the killer at 130. You got Valdez and Navarrete. They're fighting a rematch at 130. And then, who else at 130? So you got Shock, Lamont. Not sure who has the IBF at 130. Anthony, dude who stopped Cordina. I forget his name. But I think he's in the IBF Eliminator. Anyways, I think Ray Ford is gonna be the guy at 130 soon here. But at the same time, shout out to Lamont Roach. He got a big fight with Tank. I just hope they don't throw him to the back burner. Yo, Uncle Ruckus, man, don't do my guy Ford like that. I think he was dreaming for real, but like Nick Ball, people sleep on Nick Ball, man. I slept on Nick Ball twice. I bet against him in the Ray Vargas and the Ray Ford fight, and he upset me twice. Well, the Ray Vargas fight was a draw, but Nick Ball at 126, Nick Ball, he'll be anyway. That's what I say. But Nick Ball, he won't beat the Giant Espinoza. He won't. I don't even know if he'll beat who else at 26. Oh, Stephen Fulton? Yeah, he'll roll through him. Brandon Figueroa, though, I don't think Nick Ball beats him. But Nick Ball's a G. He's definitely that guy, man. I give him that respect. He upset me twice, so I can't talk bad about Nick. He that dude, man. But yeah, so Oshaki Foster wins the title back. So he's talking about he wants to fight the winner of Valdez and Navarrete. We'll have to see, man. We'll have to see where he goes with that. But I don't know. I just honestly don't know where he's gonna go. And like I don't see him beating the other champs, I guess is where I'm getting at. You know, I like Oshaki, but he doesn't punch enough for this division. You know, these are small guys, man. These guys punch a lot. He's not active, man. If he gets in a fight with Valdez's pressure might be too much. He might miss a lot, but I think Valdez can outpunch him, outgun him. And Navarrete, he's strong. Yo, he's strong, man. But we'll see. Yeah, Robesi and Espinoza. I think Espinoza gonna stop Robesi this time around. Espinoza got that champ confidence now, you know? He's got the belt. He defended the belt. So now he gonna come in this fight like, I gotta step on you, Robesi. I gotta do it, man. But yeah, this is what we really want to talk about. Schofield. You know, people saying he fooled now. People saying that he ain't what he say he is, or what his dad say he is. You know, they thinking that, you know, we can knock him off, man. Had Shakur, of course, Shakur Stevenson. Shakur Twitterson was out. He was on Twitter. You know, he was dropping his drama. Let's see if I can go find what Shakur said. But Shakur Stevenson was obviously talking about the performance of Floyd Schofield. And he wasn't impressed, obviously. As we know, Schofield Sr. has been pretty much telling the world that, you know, Buddy's gonna basically beat Shakur Stevenson in a fight, man. And I don't know, man. They've been going around saying that Shakur Stevenson, he been ducking the big smoke from Junior, and I just don't know if that's true, man. I don't think it's true. But you know what it is, man. You know what it is. These guys, they always talk about sparring, but sparring don't really mean nothing. Like, we got to see the fight, man. We got to see the real fights. We got to see them in action. I don't know, man. I don't know, Garuckus. I'm not gonna say. Shakur Stevenson ain't no payday. I mean, Tank Davis, maybe. But here's what I'll say about Schofield. The reason why I'm like saying he's not food. He's talking about sparring. Okay, him and Shakur sparred. I think back when he was obviously much younger. Shakur Stevenson was coming off the was it the silver medal he won or bronze? Anyways, he was coming off the Olympics, and I think Schofield just feels like he can hang. He can hang with Shakur now. You know, maybe then he was like, yo, I was a kid and I didn't have man strength. He's like, yo, now I'm ready. I'm here, and I could dig that, man. I like that. Like, I just think like his dad be saying too much, but at the same time, this is boxing, man. This is entertainment. This is how you get the big fights, you know. There's a lot of guys who don't get big fights in boxing because we just don't know them, man. So his dad has taken liberty on himself to talk up his son in order to get these fights, man. And yeah, here's what Shakur said, man. Oh, shoot. Let me zoom in for y'all because y'all can't see that. Oh, Man, I went in too far. Way too far. Holy, look at that, bro. You guys seen the whole conversation, man. Anyways, let's go down here. This is not even the one I was trying to get to. Yeah, he's called him food there. Cause Schofield, y'all remember when he turned around when he got hit? The back of his ear. It wasn't the back of the head, man. It was the equilibrium. Yeah, he got tagged there, man. He was just like lost. He never been hit like that before. Clearly. So Shakur Stevenson, Shakur Stevenson saying that he really want to fight him. Well, no, Shakur never said that. Shakur pretty much didn't acknowledge. But, like, I think, man, if you coming back off that injury, why not fight Floyd Schofield and then fight Zepeda? I think that's a good fight. I watched that. He said Shakur's pillow hands, man. I believe it. Who Shakur stopped at 35? I don't know. Yoshino? Come on, man. So maybe he right. The thing we know about Shakur, he gonna have to engage, or else we're gonna keep dogging on him, right? So that gives Schofield a chance. I'm not saying he beat Shakur. I'm just saying maybe he bring Uncle Ruck. I'm not gonna do that, bro. I'm a boxing fan. I'm not gonna talk about money that don't go in my pocket. Money don't go in my pocket. The pay-per-view, whatever it, man. Shakur Stevenson been making $3 million to fight on ESPN. Most fighters don't make a mil. So Shakur Stevenson good. He shouldn't even be talking money. He ain't money. So like we're not gonna do that, man. I'm not gonna talk about what money is fight brings. I'm talking about these is two young dogs. They can get it on now. Say Schofield lose. All right, he young enough. He can build it back up. He can get a redemption fight down the line. Because that's the problem with this generation. We don't get enough rematches and trilogies because they don't fight young. They fight old when they on their way out. Like Bud and Spence. They fought too old, man. Now they might fight again, but we need Spence to pull off a Hail Mary against Fundora in order to get that fight. Which I don't think is going to happen. I don't think Spence beats Fundora. But that's what I'm saying. Like, we could have had Spence and Crawford twice if these dudes just mixed it up 5 years before waiting and talking and going back and forth about money. That's all that was about. But nah, man, I think that's a perfect comeback fight for Shakur Stevenson. Floyd Schofield. I don't care where they do it. Riyadh season, New York. Shakur sells out in New Jersey. Why not bring it there? All-American matchup. I don't know, Golden Boy. I don't know where you want to do a match room. It's a good fight, man. You can stack the undercard. You could do it in New Jersey, and because Shakur's with Matchroom, put Ray Savage forward as the co-main against somebody good. Shakur cousin's on Matchroom now. He's gonna fight next week on the Boots card. So you got 3 guys there, and Cleo Cole. He's also a Matchroom. So that's 4 dudes. I'm pretty sure he's from the New Jersey area also. So you have an all New Jersey matchup in Jersey with Shakur Stevenson headlining against Floyd Schofield, man. Then that's, you know what I'm saying? That's a big event for New Jersey, that whole NYC area, the East Coast, That's what you do it for. Cleo Cole, he's definitely stepping up his pace, so he'll probably be in a good fight. You talking about Morrell. You talking about some big names, Lyndon Arthur, Yard. Yo, they can definitely do something, man. They can definitely do something. Yeah, no one will buy it. Nah, it ain't got to be bought because Shakur's never been on pay-per-view to start. So it just got to be, it can be a DAZN card. We need DAZN cards. Let's be honest. I got DAZN, bro. I would Schofield and Shakur as the headline. You got Savage Ford, Cleo Cole, and Shakur's cousin all on the card. Man, I'm buying. Not buying, but I'm watching that. To free on DAZN, I'm in that, man, for sure. Yeah, Abdul, he says boxers being greedy ruins the sport. No doubt, man. There's something that could solve it if they fought more often, they'd make more money, right? But these guys only fight like once a year, twice a year. Like shout out to Tank. As much as I give him flack, but Tank tried to fight again. He did. You know, he does try to give you 2 a year. You know, these other superstars think they can just give you one, man. It's crazy. We ain't on that out here. But yeah, I think Schofield, he's definitely, with that performance, he's opened up his box because guys think he's vulnerable. They think they can come get him now. So he's definitely gonna have options, man. He's gonna have some options for sure. They think that they can just go in there and fight him. So, you know, they've definitely opened this door for this, right? They're doing a lot of talking. And that's the problem with talking, man. Is when you can't have flawless performance, because I don't think he's faced even A-level competition yet. So, you know, say what you want, but he hasn't really been in there with a puncher. That's what I'm trying to see, like, how he can get in there with a puncher. That's why when Lucas Body beat H2O, I really felt like they should have called Lucas Body up and said, "Yo, we're gonna do what that guy over there couldn't do." You know, but they didn't do that. They instead they just laughed at H2O and said this and said that, but they never actually went out there and tried to beat Lucas Body. So that told me a lot about them, man. I'm not a fan of that. Shakur will want $2 million. Nah, that's doable. Cause Shakur was making like 3 or 4 with Top Rank, 3-4 million with no, and it is profitable because you got to think it's not gonna be out of Eddie Hearn's pocket. It's out the venue. If the venue can provide, think about it. If you a venue and you can make $2 million off tickets, concession, merch, yeah, you can do it. I think 2 million. I mean, you gotta split 2 million up. Okay, 2 million to Shakur. Say the event costs 5 million. You got 16,000 fans, and then you gotta think about them eating, drinking, buying stuff. Yeah, well, I bet you Bob Arum wouldn't do that today if he realized what Crawford is. Like, that's just the thing with that. That all backfired in his face because, you know, where Crawford's sitting at right now. Like, Bob Arum's tune would have changed. Oh yeah, bro. Like, that's the thing. You just gotta look at boxing tickets. Boxing tickets minimum 100. Like, 100 is a good ticket. So like, if you can get a ticket for 100, I don't know which boxing event you're going to, but it's probably not Shakur Stevenson that's fighting. It's probably somebody else, like a Joe Blow. Just to be honest, man. Just to be honest. Nah, there's more logistics to it. You're not factoring in sponsorship money. You're not factoring advertisement money. Like, there's so much behind the scene money too that goes into boxing. We don't see it, 1, 2. And, you know, you got Big Turk Rada season. They got a partnership deal, so they have a budget. Just like when Showtime was giving PBC a budget, obviously they ran through the budget. That's why there is no Showtime with PBC, but it's kind of the same thing. Like, there's money there, but there's definitely people who are going to say no to it and say yes to it. And that's why we didn't get Boots and Brian Norman, because they didn't feel it'd be profitable to pay Brian Norman Jr. $2 million, and then you got to pay Boots Ennis more than that. So those guys, I don't think any of those guys are more popular than Shakur Stevenson. But that's just my opinion. But yeah, where are we going next? Oh, Jahi Tucker. Shout out to Jahi Tucker, man. Good dude. Shout out to his pops, his family. My brother sparred with him a few times, man. My brother said Jahi Tucker is a slippery fighter. He said he's like always in range and then just gets out the way, like just finds his way out. He's very slippery. That's how my brother described him when sparring him. But he said like Jahi's a really good fighter, man. He's young too, really young. So I'm excited to see how his career is gonna pan out, because when he started with Top Rank, he was wasn't too long ago. I think he was like 19. So he's probably 22, 23 now. And he was at 47, 147 when he started. And then he went up to 154. And it seemed like Top Rank, they weren't too fond of him in a way of, he was calling out. He was calling out Xander, man. He said, "Yo, I want you, Xander." He's going to Xander's press conferences and just causing a ruckus, bro, like Dimitri Andre style, just pulling up on him, like, "Yo, you gotta fight me." And bro, that didn't like the Top Rank didn't take too good to that, because they put Jahi in like so many tough fights after that moment, like back to back to back. And I think it just comes down to Jahi Tucker said yeah to all the names. He didn't say no. Like, I think the other dudes, they say no to certain names. Jahi, he said, "Yo, bring him in." So he's had tough fights, man. He's had a loss, he's had a draw, and he's been moving up in weight, telling me he's getting his man strength now. He was at 54 for a while. I thought 54, he was too small, to be honest. I thought 47 was perfect, but now he's moving into 60, which 60 is very, like, it's not a crazy division. It doesn't have a lot of names that can wow you. So Jahi Tucker might be on to something. He might jump into 60. I love the way he fights, man. The man's got crazy attitude. Like, you know what I'm saying? He's in the ring. He's a real fighter. He fights with his emotions, and he's going to give you a hell of a fight. He's an entertaining fighter, man. He comes forward. Like I said, he is slippery. He's got that awkwardness. The only thing I hate about Jahi is he keeps some hands way too low, man. Way too low. What's going on? Dr. Boxer Talk, my guy, man. I enjoyed his fight this weekend. Yeah, man. Jahi Tucker, man. He's the goods, man. I've been saying it, Top Rank, they starting to come around, because now they're starting to give him favorable fights. They're starting to build him back up. They didn't drop him. Even when he was calling out Xander, took a bad loss. Well, not really a bad loss. Nicholas Flores is kind of doing his thing now. Took a loss to Nicholas Flores. Got a draw with Fernando Vernon, who is a top 20, 25, 150 pounder. And when you look at 154, it's a good division. So for Jahi to be fighting that type of level at like 12 or 11 fights is impressive, man. But he gets a draw in that fight, and yeah, he comes back at 60. Starts I think it's his third fight at 60 now. And I'm looking at the division, like, the only dudes who I'm like, man, these guys are probably gonna hurt Jahi if he got his hands down is Troy Isley, Hamza Shiraz, and probably Carlos Adames. I mean, flip, man, 60 is pretty light. So let me take a look through 60 real quick, because I don't even know who the other champions are at 160. I know that like Troy Isley is definitely coming up, who's in that stable over at Top Rank. Oh, Lara. Yep, Lara. I think Jamal Charles officially moved up to 68. Chris Eubank Jr. Janabek. Okay, yeah, Janabek could definitely hurt him too. All right, so Jahi Tucker, Troy Isley. Man, Jahi, okay. He can fight. Yeah, give him that fight, man. Jahi Tucker, if they really want to move him, which I don't think that he's quite ready for this, just in the sense of he probably needs a couple more fights at 160, but I'll screen share real quick. I think Stephen Butler from Canada. I'm pretty sure Stephen Butler fought Janabek. Yeah, he fought Janabek. He's got a win over Steve Rose, who a lot of people thought Steve Rose beat Berlanga. Yeah, he fought Janabek, Mark DeLuca. He also fought. Oh yeah, Ryota Murata in Japan. Yeah, titles, man. So he's been in there with some names, so right. So like this would be a contender fight, obviously. Stephen Butler, who's 34-5, so like he got a big record, man. I think that would be a good fight for Jahi Tucker, man. Testing him at 160 if he really that dude. But you know they're not gonna do that because they got more invested in Troy Isley, in my opinion. So Troy Isley's probably gonna be getting a next fight. But yeah, let's move on to the topic, man. Let's talk about Raymond Muratalla. Yo, he destroyed that dude, man. That wasn't even yo. What y'all thinking about Raymond Muratalla? Is he ready for a title shot? You know, is Baranchak gonna be his next victim? Or do you think they're gonna throw him in the mix with Shakur Stevenson, William Zepeda, Tank Davis? What do we think is gonna go on with Raymond Muratalla now that he's had a win over Tevin Farmer and then he got this explosive knockout win? Like his name is gonna be buzzing right now. You know, I think when the whole Tank Davis thing started, I said Muratalla should be on the list. Obviously, he's not proven, but it's Mexican verse. You know what I'm saying? It's the green print. You know? Tank Davis is the green print, brother. Why don't you go take him out while he's green, man? Just go ahead and do it. You know, we don't care about belts. That's what they all say. Say we gonna buy a Tank fight no matter what, so it shouldn't matter, right? And then people say, well, Bob's not gonna serve him up. Bob's saving his fight. Nah, man. So where's Vasily Lomachenko fight with? Top rank. And who it was in negotiations with? Tank Davis. So Bob not, you know what I'm saying? Bob just like the fighters too. He trying to make some money. Cause like if they go cross street, there's a big commission fee that they gotta pay. And if the fight's big enough, it's worth the fee. Like it pretty much is. But I don't know. Like we talking about making money. You think Raymond Muratalla versus Baranchak gonna make you any money? I don't think so. So like, Tank needs to fight some of these guys in around his weight. Like he's bringing dudes up. Like he brought up Hector Garcia, and then now they talking about bringing up Lamont Roach. But Muratalla, yeah, dog, yeah. That's where I was gonna go. I think they lining him up for Keyshawn. And you know what? Keyshawn and Muratalla, that'd be fireworks. Because like Keyshawn, he the type of dude, like he there to engage with you. He gonna come meet you in the center of the ring. And Muratalla, he got power too. You know, he stopped a few people. He be punching at that way. So I think like, you know, even if Bob gets one of them to fight, but see, he can't really control Baranchak the way he wanna control him because Baranchak is signed with K2 Promotions. Like he's co-promoted by Top Rank. So he don't really gotta say what Bob say. You know what I'm saying? Like he don't really gotta listen to Bob. He can go do his own thing. Especially he's a champ. Baranchak. Yo, he can go fight on a Rider season. He can go fight Tank Davis. He can go fight whoever he wanna fight. He's a champ. So he don't really gotta listen to Bob. K2 Promotions has his you know what I'm saying? K2 Promotions got his rights. So K2 Promotions, they're gonna do what's good for them, but I'm sure they'll work with Bob because Bob got them in that position of getting the title. You know what I'm saying? Oh, shout out to Claymore Rain in the building, my guy, man. What's going on, brother? He said Raymond gonna have to wait to see what Keyshawn do this week. I think Top Rank wants Keyshawn to take Baranchak, put Muratalla with the winner, or throw him in at the IBF. Yeah, no doubt. Who has the IBF? Who has the IBF again? Lomachenko. He has the IBF. I don't even know where Raymond is on the IBF list because you know the IBF, if you ranked, you're going to fight, bro. You know that. They're going to strip whoever at the top. That's why when people say, oh, Lomachenko's holding division, I'm like, yo, It's all right, guys. He got the belt that you can't hold. You can't hold up the division with the IBF. No. Oh, okay, I see what you're saying. So like Raymond Muratalla is number 4 in the IBF. Keyshawn's number 3 though. But where's the W? Let me look at the WBO and see where Key is in the WBO, man. Yeah, Loma. Yeah, man. Nah, Loma retiring, bro. He retiring. Like Loma, when he said what he said after the Kambosos fight, like how you just beat on Kambosos and then just say like, yo, I didn't really want to fight. Like he basically said that. Like I didn't even want to be here, but I had to stop this guy because my dad said so. That's basically what he told us. He said, "Oh, I'm at home with my family, so my dad wanted this." So, okay, Raymond Muratalla is ranked ahead of Keyshawn in the WBO, but we'll see though. You're right, man. It's probably gonna be both belts. Like they probably still gonna have the IBF and the WBO over at Top Rank. Either way, so like this is what I'm saying, man. Those guys can definitely they can fight for unification. Like if they both go get the belts, then now Bob got his unification. Raymond Muratalla, Keyshawn, whoever come out, we got to campaign them to fight Tank Davis. I think that's only right. You know, the thing about it though, if Keyshawn come out, I don't want to hear nothing about I don't want to fight Shakur because he's my friend. No, bro, then move. Like get out the division. I'm not trying to hear that. That's crazy, man. There comes a point like when somebody's stopping you from your goals, because I'm sure Keyshawn want to be undisputed, and you gotta say like come on, man, that's my friend. Nah, bro, we ain't trying to hear that, Keyshawn, man. Nah, you go tell your friend to get in the ring with you, make some money, bro, break some bread together. What's going on, Clay? He said Keyshawn got the better fights, I think. Top Rank like Keyshawn. No, yeah, that's why they headlining him. Yeah, that's why they headlining him, no doubt. Now they trying to build him. Like once Shakur left, they put all the investment into Keyshawn, you know. That's why T.O. mad. That's why he mad. He been over there loyal and they ain't put no money behind him. But they put money behind Keyshawn. Yeah, man. No, he can. Yeah, he can leverage it for 140 for sure. And you know what? If Keyshawn did that, then you know what, bro? That'd be great because 140 is way better division, way better names. Keyshawn gonna get the big fights at 140, which lines him up with who? Teofimo Lopez. That's who has it at 140. So yeah, I mean, if Keyshawn really want that fight, because he said he wants it, that's the route he'd have to go, man. That's the route. But Shakur Stevenson, that's the thing though. Like Shakur is probably gonna grow out of 35s here soon too. So like this is why I'm like, you guys are always gonna be in the way of each other. Cause I know Shakur, he's not gonna try to fight the Abdullah Masons and these younger cats coming up. But like 40, man, 40's about to get hot too. Y'all next weekend, y'all gonna see my guy Ernesto Mercado fight on that Boots card. He's 140, man. Remember I said some heat in the kitchen at 140. But yo, shout out to the ladies. Gabriela Fundora, Golden Girl. Yo, that's what Oscar De La Hoya is trying to pin on us right now. He got the Golden Girl. Yo, man, I think she can be the next big star. I don't know if we've had anything close to her. Like, to me, she's kind of like an Amanda Seriano. And I don't even know if Seriano was undisputed this early. I think she's the youngest undisputed. They said she like 22. Yo, man, if no, Clay, yo, if Tank go to 140, I'm happy. Cause that's why I'm telling him to fight. I've been telling Tank he needs to go to 140, but all his Tank, you know what I'm saying? The Tank fans, they telling me he too small. So then I'm like, yo, okay, if he too small, then fight at 30. Stop bringing the dudes up from 30 to 35, or just fight the dudes at 35. Don't play musical chairs when y'all trying to say y'all the best, man. I just want to see some legendary stuff, and I think Tank Davis is capable. But it's just people around him that be acting weird. Yeah, Doc. Yes, sir. The fight of the weekend. Yeah, Gabriela Fundora, man. Yo, she dropped old girl. Like that straight was crazy, and she's very tall for the weight class. But the thing about her is her fundamentals. Her technical skills are so good. Like she really keep her chin down and her jab just be on a tight jab, straight. And that straight that comes right after it, you're not seeing it because her jab's so crisp. Boom. And she just, twice she dropped the old girl with that. The same punch. And man, I've seen Gabrielle's fights. I don't think I've seen her in a fight where I was like, oh, she might lose. Like just because she might get shaky in moments. But nah, she's always control her fights, man. And this is why I'm saying like she might be the next woman star because 22 years old, she already undisputed. I'm sure she gonna move up. She even said move down. I was like, what? Move down? Girl, go up. Move down for what? All those girls up there, you got Alicia Baumgartner's like those are 130s. Like, make your way up that way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Get up to the names. I don't think she'll obviously face Clarissa or even Amanda or Katie. Like, I think they'll be gone by the time she's in her prime. But, she could be the next one to carry this flag for women moving forward because, let's be honest, she's a good fighter, man. She's action-packed. She's easy to watch because she's always engaged. She's not, like, running around the ring. Nah, man, she's stepping. And if you look at her, man, she got that mean face. Like, she's there for business. So, shout out to Gabriela Fundora on the big win. Undisputed. Youngest ever. 22 years old, young. And, yeah, man, she really showed the blueprint to what Sebastian should be doing. Nah, no doubt. But Sebastian, he want to do it. It just, those guys over there, you know what I'm saying? They want him, like he said he wanted to fight Bud, and they went a different way because, that's what they do over there. I don't know why they do that for, man. Like, just get in there and let these guys be great. Like, stop bringing all business talk into boxing, man. I understand it's a business, but I can't wait for the day that the fighters, if they do, grasp this business, you know what I'm saying? Take it by the horns, man. Because these promoters, they work for these fighters. But the way that these fighters give up so much of their rights and their you know what I'm saying? Like, they give up so much to these dudes when they should be telling them, like, yo, get that fight done. Just like Spence told Al, man, give Crawford what he needs. We gotta get the fight done. It's been done before. We've seen it. We've seen Floyd Mayweather call the shots, but he was literally a shot caller. Like, he was the promoter. These dudes can call shots, man. They can. Why you think Bob ain't hold Oscar? Because Oscar became a shot caller. He couldn't hold Pacquiao. Pacquiao was a shot caller, man. When those dudes get that big, or even become champions, you should be catering to your champs. You shouldn't be telling them what to do to keep the strap away from the other guys. This is boxing, man. It's competition. We want to see the best fight the best. Like, come on, man. Sebastian carrying it like Gabby. He might really be the boogeyman. Nah, for real, yeah. Yeah, it's interesting because Sergey Boychuk said he the best. Fundora's the best at 54, but we'll have to see, man. Apparently he gonna fight Spence. I don't know. I love Spence, man. Spence really fight everybody for real. He not like these other dudes. Spence gonna fight everybody for them. You know what I mean? Spence go, yo, Abraham Nova, man. He's had a tough stretch, bro. I thought he won the fight, but when he got hit with that shot, man, you could clearly see that he got on that bicycle, and that's what I'm saying. Like, boxing is starting to change in a way of the defensive fighters. The guys are not being awarded for being defensive fighters. Like, a guy like Pernell Whitaker would have been crucified in this era, man. because of the way he used to move around the ring. So it's changing, man. Like, offense is definitely huge in boxing now. And I don't know if that's a good thing. Like, I'm just saying, for the sport, for the technicality, the art of it, it's not good that you're telling fighters to not, prioritize defense, or defense won't win you fights. Like, that's crazy. We're going to get dudes hurt. We're going to get people hurt. We have careers cut short because of, no defensive criteria. Like, that's crazy. You should reward somebody when they make somebody miss. You should reward the guy who's moving. Like, this guy couldn't cut off the ring. That's just what that was. So because you can't cut off the ring, I should just stop because you can't do it? Nah, man. We gotta draw a line somewhere. Like, this is getting pretty ridiculous now. You had all these bad decisions. Like, even the first Oshaki and Conceição fight. Like, you think Oshaki lost that fight? No, they said he was moving around too much. Yo, you think that's why Schofield looking like he did last night? Maybe, man. I mean, Schofield, he does too much lunging in my opinion. He doesn't. It's weird with him. Like, he doesn't use his jab to get in. He tries to use his feet. And, like, people compare it to Sean Porter. I don't even think it's Sean Porter, like, because Sean Porter was a great inside fighter. I don't think Schofield showed us good inside work yet. I don't even know if he can fight inside. Like, I thought if he was to win that fight easily last night, well, why didn't he go see what that dude's inside work was like? Why didn't he go in the trenches with him and beat on his body? He didn't do none of that. He didn't do none of that last night. He got caught and circled around, tried to jump in. Circled around, tried to jump in. I don't know, man. Schofield, I like him as, like, he's a dog, man. I know that. But he's just, it's his dad. That's what it is for me. He seems to think he needs to stop everyone. He just throws Steve. Yeah, but that's the pressure, right? When your dad's online telling the whole world you can stop anybody, and all of these sparring stories. Like, sparring stories, this is a new generation thing. Gotta be, bro. Cause, like, sparring, I don't know. But I've been in the gym with sparring. Everybody just working on something. Dudes usually not trying to punch like that. You get a couple guys that do come in the gym and try to show something, but, like, for the most part, you in 16-ounce gloves. So you in big gloves. You got headgear on. You got everything on, man. Like, nobody's trying to hurt each other. Everybody's trying to work on something. You trying to work. So, like, if his son was going in there trying to hurt people, and, they feel like they buzz a couple people, then, yeah. All right, man. Just do it in the fight. That's all I want to see. Like, do it when it counts. Like, from people from different other camps, I heard, like, Buddy got stopped in some camps. And, they ain't came out and said nothing. So, it's funny how his dad just loved to use sparring, bro. That's how his dad wasn't born in no boxing gym, because nobody talk about sparring like it's a fight. Nobody. Only his dad. He the only person I ever see in Tank fans that put, like, so much energy into sparring. When sparring's pretty much just like practice. Like we don't see NBA practices, but I can bet you some dudes be dunking on LeBron in practice. They just don't go to the media like, yo, what do you think I did today in practice? Dunked on LeBron. No. What's the point? It's practice. It's sparring, bro. Everybody's there to just work, get better. Nobody's there to kill each other. Like, obviously those guys are walking in the gym with the wrong mentality. Yo, I don't think he's a hype train, Clay. I think Schofield he's got something, man. I do think he's got heart. He's got talent. I just think he lacks a lot of fundamentals. I think that's what he lacks. He's not as crisp as Shakur. He's not as crisp as Tank. Like, he's not as polished as the others, the elites. So I think he'll be like I think it'll be one level shorter than Sean Porter. I don't even know if he's gonna win the title because 135 is pretty good. Like, it's still a good division. It's top heavy, so I don't think that he beats any of those elites, but I think he gives them good fights. That's why I want to see him mix it up with them. I do think he gives some guys good fights. Just like Sean Porter, he gave a lot of guys good fights. You know, he went life and death with Keith Thurman. Like, Keith Thurman wasn't looking like himself in that fight. And I just think that, Kid Austin, obviously that was his first headline, I think, that I've seen personally. So shout out to him. He's getting headline events now, fighting for minor titles. I think he's ranked number 2 in the WBA behind Zepeda. So, I mean, he's right there. But I just think he's not polished enough to beat those guys, man. That's what it is. Yeah, he lacks poise for sure, man. Yeah, he's got no patience. Like, he went in there and tried to stop this guy early, and then he gassed out and almost got stopped himself. Uncle Ruckus, shout out to my followers on Instagram. He said Arthur wins the title next year on that. Who's that? The Chechen Wolf? My guy, Arthur from Canada. Yo, he runs in that camp with Arthur Beterbiev. He's a different breed. The Teal that fought Steve in a close fight beats who? Beats Teal? Or anybody beats him? Who that fought Steve Claggett? That version of Teofimo Lopez? Yeah, he took a lot of shots in that fight. Yeah, man, he did. I think, I agree. I think he runs it with Tank and gives us a good fight. Yeah, maybe Monkey versus. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking like Schofield he'll be outgunned, but I think while it lasts, it'll be entertaining. And I just look at the whole boxing game. I know it's gonna sound crazy, but I look at it just like I look at any other sport, bro. Not everybody's gonna win an NBA ring. Not everybody's gonna win an NFL championship, but you do get an opportunity to put us in some matchups, man. Put us in some unforgettable fights, like Gotti and Ward. Them dudes they're not high level, but we remember their fights because of what they did. Then we get Hall of Fame rivalries like Eric Morales and Antonio Barrera. Like, those are just great fights. And then you got Sab Judah and Costa Tzu. That was only 2 rounds, but everybody remembers that fight because of those 2 guys. So, I mean, I think Schofield and Tank can give us, some shades of Munguia and Canelo. Some young black fighters that fought. Like, I ain't going to go as far as say any of the 4 Kings, but you know what I'm saying? For today's boxing, that's a good matchup, man. It is. And like, Tank ain't got really, you know what I'm saying, he ain't got much to choose from, to be honest. So let's not get crazy here. Arthur beats Teal. Yo, that'll be a good fight, man. I'm not gonna lie. I watch it. We'll see what's going on though with Teofimo Lopez. That's an in-house fight because I the Tiger. So Oscar De La Hoya, y'all see the news? He said, no, we're not doing a rematch. Ryan Garcia versus Devin Haney. He said, no, we're not doing a rematch. Now, I don't know if this is because of the lawsuit situation or what. I really don't know, man. I don't know what's going on with Oscar. Oscar, he gonna fumble the bag here on us. Because, like, I've been saying since all the stuff that's come up with the Haneys and them suing and all that, I don't care about none of that. Because I know that fight gonna be probably the biggest rematch we've had in a very long time. A very long time. Like, that fight's anticipated on both sides. You know what I'm saying? And I just don't get it, man. Like, why people want to act like Haney don't deserve that rematch, bro. Like, we want to see it again, especially now with all the craziness. I don't care what. They got to pick a weight to do it at that Ryan Garcia can make, because he got to make weight. This guy never made 140, and he said that. He said that at the end of his press conference. Like, this dude knew what he was doing. He knew he wasn't making weight. He said it himself. He said, I've never made 140. So Ryan Garcia, yeah, we need him to make weight. We need a weight he can make. And yeah, he needs to do drug testing, bro. He's like, I'm sure all of Canelo's fights he's doing drug testing now because of what he went through. And anybody else who popped dirty. You know what I'm saying? Like, when that happens, like Conor Benn, he's still suspended, bro. I guarantee y'all, Ryan Garcia gonna be back before Conor Benn, because when the UK suspend you, they don't play that, man. They suspend you for years. They don't do the 1 year, and they probably even gave Conor Benn, like, from when he got sentenced, they probably like, yo, you ain't getting months in. We gave it to you now, so this is when you start now. And Ryan Garcia already had a few months pass before he got his no contest or the win overturned, so they just continued off to him as time served. I don't think the UK does that. I think the UK starts it wherever they gave it to you. So it's crazy, man, to see the whole world come to Ryan Garcia's defense, but nobody want to see the rematch? Nah, I don't. Man, I know there's fans out there that want to see that fight, man. And I know sure as hell there's fans on Ryan Garcia's fight that want to see that side. Like, they think that Ryan Garcia deserves a redemption lap. It deserves to knock out Haney again. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got to go do it. Well, there's other people also on the spectrum of Oscar De La Hoya that think that Ryan Garcia is Devin Haney's biggest opportunity. No, you might be right. But I think Devin Haney is the type of fighter, much like Ryan Garcia. Shout out to him. I'm gonna give him respect. Those guys fight guys, like, they fight names. They take on challenges. They do, and I think that's why the rematch is important, because they gonna meet eventually, even if it's not like right away. At maybe 47, they can meet. I just think those two, they got so much build up that we need to see it again, man. We just need to see it on an even playing field. That's all we asking for. You know what I'm saying? Like, no stipulations and weight, drug testing, and y'all just go at it, bro. See who's really got it over each other. You know what I'm saying? Because they both got 3 wins here, 3 wins there. That was supposed to be game 7. Now it's no contest, so we still don't know who got the upper hand. But you know, Ryan Garcia fans gonna tell you we don't need to see it. I don't believe that at all. I'm not of that nature. I love boxing, man. I need to see it. People gonna say Devin Haney got glass chin, bro. Devin Haney got up. Devin Haney got up, bro. Man, Devin Haney got up, man. He got up and he kept taking those shots. So that tell me he do got some sort of a chin. Like, you just don't keep getting up. Trust me. You saw Schofield get hit one time, and he almost looked like he was done completely. You know what I mean? Like, Devin Haney got hard. I don't care what nobody say. Yeah, Dev got no power for real, but he don't have to. That was his problem. He went in that Ryan Garcia fight thinking he had to stop him, and it's like, no, you don't, bro. Just do your thing, man. You ain't gotta stop nobody. You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, it is what it is, man. Like, shout out to Oscar De La Hoya with the Joker, the whole Joker mask. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool. You know, Oscar De La Hoya living his best life, man. Shout out to him. I like him as a fighter. Oscar is probably my favorite fighter as a fighter. But as a promoter, yeah, he's had his moments, man. You know, but I think all the PBC fans should like Oscar, though, because he pretty much had all their fighters before they became PBC, right? He built them all. Just in case y'all didn't know. But yeah, shout out to Melinda Wapool, homegirl from Canada. She's fighting on that Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson card in a couple weeks for the WBO super middleweight title against Shadeja Green. I'm excited for her, man. Like, this is a girl who was training with my dad for, like, man, probably 10 years now. It's been a while. She was living with us at one point, and like she took the crap very serious, man. And she went through the Olympic route, didn't make it, but you know, she had redemption. Became a pro. She's the #1 middleweight in the world for female boxing. She's moving up to super middleweight to fight Shakur Green for the WBO title. You know, this is what dreams are, man. You work so hard to get to the top, and she's finally there. So now she got to go out in a couple weeks in front of the entire world on Netflix, and you know, show them why she's the whip, why she's the best in the world. And shout out to her, man. I hope she gets it done. Melinda Watpool. Make sure you guys go check her out. She's in training right now, obviously, for the fight. Looking really good. Tune into the Boxing Voice tomorrow morning with Nestor Gibbs. She's gonna be on there. Ask her a question. Just, I hope she talks a lot about her journey getting here. And yeah, man, I'm excited for everybody. Hopefully my pops can will her to victory, you know, get his first world champion in the gym. You know, he's pretty much done everything else in the sport. So shout out to her, shout out to him, shout out to the whole gym, shout out to Canada, man. They can get another world champion in a couple weeks on the Jake Paul Mike Tyson card. That'd be freaking awesome, man. And then Lucas Body's back. Shout out to Lucas Body, man. He's back on the card. Green. Yeah, Shakur Green's good. I mean, she beat Natasha Spence in her last fight. Shakur Green, I think she lost to Franchon Cruz. Franchon Cruz is no slouch, by the way. She's a good fighter too. It's gonna be a good fight in my opinion, man. I think the women, fellas, don't get mad. The women fight a little harder than the guys. You know, the women got, I don't know what it is about the women. They just got more. They got more frustrating to get out. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just more feistier in there than the dudes. So it's gonna be a fun fight. I think so. I think Shakur Green will be. She's probably gonna underestimate Melinda. I think she'll be surprised early in the fight that she's here to fight and here to win a title. I think it'll turn into a dogfight, and it'll be about who really wants it more. And I think Melinda, she's had a up and down career, and now she's on the up, and I think she'll overcome it. That's what I think. So we'll see. I also think she's the more polished fighter. I think she is the more experienced fighter too. I don't think Shakur Green has a big amateur background, and I know Melinda has fought the likes of Mary Spence and Clarissa Shields in the amateurs, so she shared the ring with some top amateurs. And I know people are gonna say that's amateurs, but yeah, Uncle Ruckus, yeah, they still doing 2-minute rounds. I know Amanda Sariano, I think she did one fight where she did 3 rounds. And the WBC said they wouldn't sanction the belt because they're against that rule with their studies. So I think, yeah, Melinda fought Clarissa in the amateurs. Yeah. When Clarissa Shields was going for her Olympics run. Yeah, man, there should definitely be a fun fight between Shakur Green and Melinda Watpool for the title. I think their third fight on the Netflix card, I believe. Shout out my guy Lucas Body. I didn't do his picture, man. That's what I forgot. Shout out to Lucas Body, man, my guy from Niagara Falls. He's out in Las Vegas right now training, getting ready to go back on the MVP promotion card. Shout out to Lucas. He got that highlight knockout over H2O Ashton Silv. And he's going to look for another highlight knockout, man. And I'm telling y'all, Floyd Schofield, y'all ducked that Lucas body work. Y'all did it, man. Y'all ducked. Lucas should have fought y'all last night, man. That should have been the fight. But they ducked, man. They laughed at H2O, and then they said they were going to fight Lucas body. They went all on Mill City saying they was going to fight him. He was there. Man, I need to get that Keith Thurman when he told Buddy, yo, don't duck me, son. Y'all remember that? Keith Thurman? Don't duck me, son. Shout out to Keith, man. He's definitely one of those entertaining dudes, man. At 147. Keith Thurman, yo. But yeah, yo, that covers all the topics. Let me know who y'all like, man. Let me know who y'all looking forward to, what fights you looking forward to. We got a lot going on next weekend, right, Tank?
Shakur Stevenson.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a lot of fights going on next week. A lot of good fights, man. So, we'll see, man. I don't think we'll see anything like this, but you know me.
You tweet to the heavyweight champion of the world that he can have your leftovers?
Yo, Phil Greco, yo, shout out to him, yo. I Lucas Body's manager, I think. So, yo, it is, man. We got a lot going on. Yeah, man. Keith, yo. Keith needs to just say, yo, Keith Thurman, man. Like, yeah. When he cut the hair off, I think he lost like all his boxing powers. Like when he cut the ponytail, Keith was not the same after that, man. I don't know what was going in that ponytail, but he was definitely one time when he had it, and then when he cut it, it was over, man. It was over. Keith Thurman was never the same, man. I don't know. I just think like if we're gonna get Keith Thurman and Errol Spence, it'd be right now. Like they're like just like I think AJ should fight Wilder right now. You know, I think this is kind of like the last hope. You know, if they keep going on like this, the fight's gonna be dead in the water, man. They're not gonna be able to fight. I can't believe. But we'll see. We'll see what goes on, man, in boxing. I mean, we got a new year around the corner, 2025. You know, it's kind of crazy because I think Turki Al-Sheikh, this is his first year in boxing. And this dude did so many shows, man. I'm telling y'all, I'm going to go to a Saudi show. I got to save some money for me and my family to go to Saudi Arabia and go watch one of those big Turk cards, because Turki Al-Sheikh is just spending crazy money in boxing. Like too much money on these fights. And when you say you have unlimited budget, bro, and he's putting the pay-per-views for $20, and these other guys trying to sell pay-per-views for $80, $90, he's giving it to us for $20. He giving us all these fights, man. Shout out to Big Turk, man. Big Turk, where you at, bro?
Inside my heart, I want the fighters. Yes. I want to see the fighters.
Big Turk just want the fighters, man. He just want to see the fights. That's all he want to see. I'm with that, bro. I'm with that same mentality. So I don't talk about money. I don't talk about sales. I don't talk about pay-per-view buys, because I think pay-per-view buys, like, we gotta think of it like this, bro. Streaming. We're in an age where streaming it's so easy to get. You know, I remember my dad used to buy pay-per-views. We had a satellite box. And like sometimes you can get the satellite box like jailbroke. Like pretty much you get a card and you got all the pay-per-view channels. But then they can just wipe everybody's card, so like everybody will lose it. So now you gotta go find the dude who can put it in the machine, and it gives you another code. But you gotta go find somebody. But nah, man. Now there's like a million websites. You just go on a website now, type it in Google. You ain't even gotta hide it no more. Type it in Google and then boom, there you got it. You know, if there was a way to measure illegal streams, I bet we would be shocked. We'd be shocked at the numbers, because they would be so high. You know, because people just like, and I get it, man. Like we don't pay to watch NFL on Sunday. You don't pay to watch the NBA. It's on. NHL, it's on. MLB, it's on. It's on free TV. Boxing's the only thing we pay for. You gotta pay for the Zone subscription. You gotta pay for ESPN Plus, or you gotta buy the pay-per-views outright. We get what? We usually get 1 or 2 a month. So you gotta spend like $100 a month just to watch this sport, man. This sport is killing the fans, man. That's what it's doing. Yeah, man. Oh yeah, people those big ass structures in their backyards. Yeah, man. Yeah, the satellite dish game was definitely a different time, and that's pretty much when Floyd Mayweather was coming through, Oscar and all those guys. That's why their pay-per-view numbers are so astronomical, because it was hard to get the streams. It was hard to steal them. Now it's easy. It's easy to steal now. It's too easy. You know, you don't have to do much work now to steal a stream. I try to keep it 100. I try to buy them all. Obviously, there's a few I haven't been interested in. I don't even watch it if I'm not really interested in it. Like, I openly said I wasn't gonna watch the Tank and Lamar Roach fight because I didn't like the fight, and you know, I wasn't gonna bash the fight. I just didn't like it. So if I don't like it, I'm not gonna watch it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not gonna sit on here on my channel and complain about the fight and then watch it. That makes no sense. And I'm just not gonna use my channel to bash Tank and Lamar Roach, because at the same time, I also want to see fighters get paid. I want these dudes to get paid. They are doing a dangerous sport. I do understand that. They put their bodies through hell for 3 months. They deserve to be paid. They deserve to be paid healthy, just not on my dollar, because I don't like the fight. If I like the fight, I'll gladly give you my money, bro. I will gladly do it, because I'm gonna be entertained. I feel like I don't feel like I'm gonna be entertained when I know the result. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like I don't know, man. Yeah. Yo, Uncle Ruckus, like, I hope that this Jake Paul and Mike Tyson event is so successful, because it will bring in Netflix. And we need more players in boxing. We need big money in boxing. Because if Netflix is involved, Netflix doesn't give any pay-per-view events. That's free. Imagine if we can get these big fights free on Netflix. All you gotta do is get a subscription to Netflix. I don't know how much a subscription is, but everybody has Netflix in their home that I go to. So now boxing is pretty much in all the homes. That doesn't mean it's gonna get watched, but it's there. You know what I mean? Netflix. That's a huge entity. And to see Amazon involved, but Amazon didn't front any money for an event like Netflix is. Netflix is fronting money for Jake Paul and Mike Tyson. Like, or else they would not be promoting it like this if they weren't fronting the money. Like, the promotion for this event is crazy. Even when it was announced, everything had like 1 million views on it. So Netflix understands, and they probably have somebody over there in the department who understands Jake Paul and Mike Tyson, how big they are to the culture. So this is why they said to those two guys, yeah, we can definitely front the bill, because they understand the logistics of it. This fight's in a Dallas Cowboys stadium on a Friday night. It's probably sold out. I don't know. I haven't really looked at that lately, but it probably is sold out. So I don't know how much. Let me take a look. Dallas. I don't know how many fans it holds for a football game. Stadium attendance. Let's just go for like capacity. Okay, capacity is 80,000 for a football game. So you can get more people in there for boxing for sure. You can. Definitely. Shout out to Uncle Ruckus, but Jake Paul is probably gonna stop Mike Tyson. Oh. Yo, Jake Paul, if he beats on Mike Tyson, bro, the whole boxing community is gonna want Jake Paul's head on the platter. Maybe, just maybe, Jake Paul might fight Canelo Alvarez after all. Cause somebody gonna ask for Jake Paul to get his ass whooped if he hurts Mike Tyson. They gonna come for him, man. Dudes is gonna sign up from every direction to fight him, to fight Jake Paul. So I mean, it'll be interesting. But Dallas Stadium, or AT&T Stadium, sorry, holds 80,000, or up to 105,000 with standing room. Christ. Yeah, I don't know if they'll fill it that much, but yo, that'll be interesting. That'll be interesting for sure. That'll be interesting. I don't know. I honestly don't know. 100,000. Like, didn't Earl and Mikey Garcia fight there? I wonder how much they sold, man. Spence versus Mikey Garcia. Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they fought there. Earl Spence Jr. match, AT&T Stadium. Oh, they had a crowd of 47,000. 47. Yo, this is, oh man. That was Earl Spence's first like successful show, because it did over 360 pay-per-view buys at $75. So you can do the math on that. And sold tickets 47K. Yeah, that's great. Great numbers. Yeah, that was the Spence coming out part. That's when he started calling himself the Big Fish. Just like when Holmes beat Ali, yeah, Tyson got him back. Yeah, no doubt, yeah. Mikey Garcia brought the Mexican crowd, but like, that's what I'm saying. Like, Texas is a big state, right? So Mike Tyson, a lot of people gonna come up for him, and then all the kids love Jake Paul, man. So they're all gonna try to get their rich parents to buy tickets, go see Jake Paul fight this old guy, cause like they be talking like Mike Tyson wasn't him. Like, these young kids don't know, man. Mike Tyson was a killer. Only dude to bite off somebody's ear in the ring, Mike Tyson. They don't know. They think Jake Paul is the killer, which is just crazy to hear. But yeah, man, I'm gonna call it a night. Yeah, man, just want to give y'all a quick update. Obviously, shout out to Melinda Watpool. She had a big opportunity coming up from Canada. Yeah, I'll put the poster up again there. She's fighting Shadeja Green on that MVP promotion. It's Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul card. I can't wait to see her get in the ring and do what she does best, man. Put on a good performance and bring that title back to Canada. We can have another champ. Yeah, Uncle Ruckus, I hate to say this, man, but it's actually a sanctioned bout. Like, it's sanctioned, so it means, like, if Jake Paul wins, Mike Tyson goes on his professional record. So it can't be a sparring match, because somebody's got to win. It's a professional bout, or at least that's what it is on BoxRec. It's not an exhibition on BoxRec. It's a real bout. So we will have a winner. I mean, shout out to Mike Tyson. I hope he can hang, man. He's almost 60. I hope that he's fine and makes it to the ring fine. But I do worry for the guy. Never want to see my legends go out, but like, these guys do it to themselves, man. Like, Roy Jones still fighting for no reason. No B-hop. I had to watch Joe Smith punch him through the ropes. And now I might have to watch the legend, Mike Tyson, man, get slumped. It's like, Mike Tyson, I already seen him get slumped by some unknown guy. Like, so I don't know, man. I don't know. They ain't got an agreement though. Cause Netflix already gonna pay them so much money. That's the agreement already. They just gotta make it to the ring, both of them. After that, it's probably gonna be, all game after that, man. Mike Tyson trying to get back relevant. He trying to get another payday. If he beats Jake Paul, Jake Paul might want the rematch if it's not a bad fight. But yeah, yo, smash the like button. Subscribe to the channel on YouTube. And yeah, check out the Boxing Voice tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Eastern. I think they go live. I think Melinda Wapo will be on there around 10 a.m. I'll see what my boy Ness is saying. Maybe I'll check in with him. Might be on the show, may not be. But we'll see what's going on, man. Anyway, salute to everybody tuning in. I really appreciate y'all, man. And yeah, man, hopefully we'll be back soon. Peace.